Hello, this is the first in a series of videos about how to fall in love with your Divi website. It's going to be very short step-by-step videos to help you understand the major, like the overarching structure of the Divi theme and all the different ways you can edit it while you're looking at it, and a few other tips about how to change other things. So it'll be, over time we'll be covering bits and pieces. Today I'm just going to be showing you the main structure. So a website is essentially broken into three boxes. There's like the big box, and then there's a box inside that, and then there's boxes inside that. And that's called, in Divi, it's called the section, the row, and the module. Let's just go and have a look. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to just be using my site as an example, but any site should essentially be the same. Now, when you just go to your site, you can usually easily log in by just typing /admin. And if that doesn't work, you can do wp-admin. And that should take you to a login page where you just type in your details. Oh, love it when the internet just decides to get ridiculously slow. Great. So you'll have your password, your username and password. You just click login, and then you'll probably be looking at a page like this, which is what I call the back end of your site. And then what I want to teach you how to use is the visual builder. And today I'm going to be talking about those three sections. So I just click on the name of the site, and it brings me to a page, and then at the top here you should see enable visual builder. So a visual builder is just they call it a what you see is what you get editor. So basically you're looking at the page and you're editing it while you're looking at it, because the way it used to be was that you would be in that back end part and you would edit, and then you'd have to preview, and then you'd go back and edit and update it and then preview again. So it was kind of this back and forth. It was also really hard to make it beautiful unless you knew how to code. So the beautiful thing that I love so much about Divi is that they have great layouts, that some sweet as graphic designer has sorted out all the technical styling issues around that, and we can often just go and put our content straight in. So this is what I'm talking about here with sections. Let's see what they call it. This is section, this is the row, and then in here's the module. So you can see the boxes inside boxes. Now, sometimes it happens that, say I've given you your site and you want to change this image in the background. So that image, because it goes the whole width of the page, this blue area, this whole section, my guess is that that image is part of the section background settings. So to get to the settings of any of these, the section, or what have we got here? This one, we click on here, and then we've got the row, and then here we've got the module. So if we click on the cog for the section, and then we click background, we can see, here's the picture. So then we could go in and click the cog here and change the picture to something else, which I won't do. But it's quite easy. You just click that cog and you can upload a new one, or you can choose a different picture from your library. So that's the section. And there's lots of things you can do inside the section. There's what they call the content. So this section just has, we could put a link in it. We can change the background. We can do something called parallax, where when you slide, the image kind of stays in position and the website slides over the top. And the other thing we can do is we can mess around with all this, the image size and position. That's to do with the parallax. And then the admin label, we can give it a different name. So that's just the content, and each of these blocks has content, design, and advanced. So design, we can change all of these things. We can put different spacing, we can muck around. And I suggest that you have a play page where you just go and you kind of click everything and see all the little changes you can make. And then advanced is where someone would come in and they'd put in some code or, so that's labels actually. There's code, and you can create it so that it looks different on mobile or desktop. So you may have certain sections that you only want to display on a desktop because you've created a very different looking section for mobile display. And then transitions is when things animate into the page. So that's just an example of the section settings, which is this blue box. Then we've got this green box, which is the row. And again, you can have a link, you can have a background, you can give it a label. There's all these other different design aspects, and there's all of these different things that you can muck around with. Again, I would just have a play page where you go in and you muck around with everything. And then this one is the module. And again, the module has the text, right, of this bit. And then it has, I can put a link, I can make a background. I can go in and change the settings for the text. I can do that for heading text. I can change the size from here. And I can also change it inside the content. So this is where it gets a bit tricky. If you want to edit it, which one? Where would you edit it? I like to always edit it over here in the design tab. And advanced is very similar to the others. So that's, if you're looking to change something on your site, have a look. What color is the box that it's inside? Is it in the charcoal box? Is it inside the green box? Or is it something more that affects the whole section, the whole blue box? And usually when you hover, it's pretty good. Like it's going to show you, like this is the green section of that row. This is the green section of this row. So when you hover, it kind of shows you which bit you're going to edit. Oh, so here, this is the image is to do with the section, this image. So if I want to change this background image, I have to go into section. So hopefully that helps a little bit. That is the basic of getting in and what the rows and columns and modules and sections are. And now when you're ready, when you've finished editing and you want to get out, you click on this purple button and all these things appear that weren't there before. So these are quite cool. These show you desktop view, tablet view, and mobile view. And this button will let you change the whole layout of the page. This one lets you save the whole page to the library like a template. This would let you trash the whole page, like clear all the work that you've done. This just closes and opens the purple button. This is the settings of the whole page. So this is where you will, if you want to share your page on social media and it's not displaying very nicely, you can edit it here, the name of the page, your excerpt, your featured image. Your background, you might want to have an image as the background. And then this great button here is the editing history. So if you ever go in and edit your page and you make a mash of it and you want to go back in, you just wish you could go back in time, you actually can go back in time and you can just go back to when the page loaded, or you can go back to any of the edits that you made. This button here lets you import or export a layout, which is something that you probably won't have to do. I'll cover that later. And this one over here is the one that we wanted, is the save button. So you click save, wait for the spiral to finish its little job. And then you also, once that ever happens, then you also come up here and exit Visual Builder. And then that will take it just back to the web page as it was. There it is. So hopefully that was helpful. We covered logging in, what the back end is and how to edit just looking at the page, how to get into the Visual Builder, what the Visual Builder is, sections, rows and modules, how to find them, how to edit them a little bit, and then also how to save and exit once you've made changes. It's quite a lot. So I recommend go ahead and create a page for yourself. a play page, I may have already created you a play page, and just go ahead and go in and kind of click everything and try and make different things and see how you can change them and affect them, and just have a muck around, click everything. I don't think you can break your site. There's always the back in time button, and remember to pause me and work along with me, because that will work much better than just watching Natasha Netflix, which, I mean, I'm kind of entertaining, but that's not really the point. Have a great day. We'll see you really soon.